But I didn't really tell the criminals a lot about my chest and things like that. I didn't really want sympathy from them. It's like everybody has their problems, everybody has things that kind of hold them back a little bit, but you know, you just have to take it and get on with it. There's not really much you can do to change what you're given. I was taught when you're younger, you just play the hand that was dealt to you. Like, don't hate the world for something that you can't change, because you can't.
Right.
But no, so like I've always been taught to take something with two hands when you have a chance and get through it as best you can. And like I feel like I took up a brilliant opportunity coming here, and I feel like I'm going to go back to my dance school full of new ideas and speaking part French to the English, because they will be heavily confused, I think. I think the first dance inspiration was probably the cliche of Michael Jackson straight away, just that he pulled off some really cool moves, and they were pretty fun to watch, and they were quite a challenge to learn them yourself. But as I grew older, the group Diversity, which are at the school I'm at now, they entered and won Britain's Got Talent, and they sort of became my main inspiration for a while. That they were a big group of just friends, and they did so well together, and like kind of wanted to be like them, because they were so tight-knit and friendly together, and it was really, really nice to watch. And in the last 2 years I kind of discovered the Twins and Criminalz Crew through that as well. The Twins were mainly Larry and Laurent, was because they were pulling off moves that I had never ever seen before.
Right.
And they were kind of something fresh to look at, and it was something like when you sit back as if, oh my god, how can they do that sort of thing. I need to learn how to do that.
Right.
I won't lie, it is hard. It is very, very hard. If you don't train, then you don't really get anywhere at all.
Yeah.
But the Criminals, they were pretty much the same as the Twins for me. They're all amazingly talented, and they're all such class dancers that they've all got their own little spin on something, and it's been a privilege to be able to learn from them this week. I feel like I've learned so much from them this week.
Like the Twins and the Criminals were some inspirations and stuff. Well, when did you first get in contact, or did you meet the Twins? Like, have you met?
With the Criminals, I kind of watched a few YouTube videos and followed them on Twitter just to keep up with what was going on, to see what sort of battles they were doing and what was going on in their sort of dance world.
Yeah.
And then I found out about the Juste Debout in London. I had never actually been to watch Juste Debout before, and decided to go and watch. I wore my Criminalz jacket up there. Had no idea that Regi or Deyvron would be up there. I was in the venue for no more than 5 minutes, and Regi spotted the jacket and came up and tapped me on the back. My face must have been an absolute picture. It was shock horror that they were standing
about as red as your jacket there.
More than likely. So I met both Regi and Deyvron, and I've spent a lot of the day kind of around them, watching them battle and do what they do up close. And It was incredible to watch them up close, and they had kind of mentioned a little bit about Criminalz Week to me, and kind of thought, alright, I'll have a look when I get home. And then the videos started to come out saying that yes, Criminalz Week was happening.
Cool.
And I didn't actually think I would get here, if I'm honest, because I thought it would be a bit much for me to handle, but my dad loves the Twins and the Criminalz just as much as I do. He's like 54, but...
Does he have the same jacket?
No, I didn't make him wear
maybe for Father's Day or
maybe,
something.
yeah, but No, I turned 21 in just under a month now, and my dad decided that he was going to give me a birthday present to remember. So he basically told me the trip was booked, just make sure you've got your spots in the workshops you want.
Right.
And we're going. But to be honest, to begin with, I thought he was joking, and he can be a bit cruel like that. But I thought he was joking, but no, he was deadly serious, and so I emailed them and said which workshops I would like to do.
Right.
Got an email back saying that it was all registered, and we arrived the first day of the workshop as the week began, and I'd only registered for 3 workshops, I think I'd registered for.
Okay.
Did the first 2 and then decided I can't be sitting in my hotel room knowing that it's all going on just down the road from me.
Yeah.
So I asked Regi if it would be alright if I still came to the workshops that I hadn't reserved. And he said that it wasn't a problem. He invited me to Rubik's, and Dwayne took that workshop the night as well. He invited me as his guest for that evening, so he said I'd get a day for free.
Yeah.
I have learnt things from the twins by watching YouTube videos. Just that's kind of how I dance during the week when I'm not at the studio. There's a street just next to my house that isn't really used. It is lit up. Cars do pass down below you. Go out, headphones in, and just dance. Just dance for at least an hour. I must admit I get some funny looks from people, but kind of got used to those now. But no, I'll watch a couple of videos and kind of pick a few moves and go out and try them and work on them for the night, and then just have a freestyle and then do a few pieces of choreography that I've been taught just to keep it fresh in your mind, sort of thing. Which is what they've kind of taught us to do, which the guy who teaches me, shout out to Nathan Ramsey, if you will, but he teaches me and said to me when I went out there, said that I was coming to Criminalz Week, he said, go out, just be you and kill the classes like I know you can, and show them what the English are all about. I was like, okay. But no, he said to come out and enjoy myself and make the most of it and soak up everything that they had to offer me, which I've come in every week, literally every day, soaking up everything going on around me. Anybody's dancing, I'm kind of watching to see what they're doing.
Right.
And kind of checking on, watching their footwork, and I've picked up
making mental notes.
Yeah,
right?
just remember that for later, sort of thing. But even in my hotel room, I can't help it during the day. The moment my dad leaves the room, it's like, right, busy time now, go away.
Yeah.
And test out a couple of moves.
24/7, right?
Yeah, just test out a couple of moves that I saw the previous night, and
cool.
And forget about everything and just do what you love. I'd definitely say to anybody who was thinking about trying dance, definitely give it a go. If I didn't, I couldn't imagine my life today. I wouldn't be in France. I wouldn't have gone to Juste Debout. I wouldn't have met all these amazing people this week. And it was just, it's really, really hard to consider my life without dance now, I think. But no, it's definitely worth giving it a go. I would definitely say do it. It doesn't really matter who you are, what you look like, size, height, overweight, underweight, it really doesn't matter. When you come to a dance studio, you're all there for one thing. You all love dance, and you're all one family. You're all there to share something you love. Don't ever let people get in your way and say you can't because you're overweight, or you can't because, I don't know, that you're not from a dance background or something like that. None of my family dance. It's only me. And I think that if you don't come from a dance background, all the more reason to give it a go. It really doesn't matter. But my family always taught me that if you want to try something, give it a go. Don't ever let somebody tell you that you can't do something, because it's not true. Anybody can do anything they want to do. Like the dance studio that I go to, their phrase is dream, believe, achieve, which we all live by all the time, that they say you have a dream, believe in yourself, and you eventually one day will achieve it if you put the work in for it. So tonight is all about going out, having fun, doing what you do, and just enjoying the last night with the Criminalz and just loving the time you've got with them.
Yeah.
If you ever want to do a workshop or anything like that, you should. I've never done one in my life up until this. So then this was a completely different experience to like your regular dance class sort of thing. It was a chance to learn from someone new and different people, and it was brilliant. And if I didn't come from the like tweets and things that people have been writing, I would be very jealous that I wasn't here, and I would be. But I'm one of the lucky ones that can say I was here, and I did really, really enjoy myself. And I've said to my dad many a time this week, it's the best 21st I could have ever asked for. But my dad my dad likes the dance scene just as much as I do. My family understand how much it means to me. I'm not looking forward to having to come away from it when I do have my next surgery, but I don't really have a choice, and it's just you have to wait until you're ready and come back booming more than ever, with more energy, much more healthy, and come back with that extra bang, and just come back and say I'm back, I'm healthy, and I'm ready to dance, and just go in there with two hands again and start all over again and begin working like I used to, and just get back to what I love. And that's about it really, I think. Roughly, unless